Evolution makes its change by anti-socialistic ways. The world only moves by the light of genius. These two bits go together well in my mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know what? Anti-socialistic ways also makes me think that I feel like there's something really in madness, in the sense of chaos, something to break down order and that sort of thing. And there's something really needed there. I mean, we could go into the whole idea of like the shaman, who's like the outsider from society, who breaks down the order in some way and can throw a wrench into the works and that sort of thing. But I feel like that's an important aspect to magic.
That's what people are really afraid of. Crowley worked with demons. It was so dark. Some of the stuff is very misogynist and some of the stuff is very racist, and like I know that it's not core teachings, it's just diary entries or like venting frustrations, but like it's in there and it bothers me. Or like people have said to me before that Thelema is too masculine because it involves reading, like as if women can't read, which is insane. Mm-hmm. But that it's too academic and too masculine. It's all an excuse. The real thing people are afraid of is just the label on the tin. This is the philosophy of free will, which means people are free. They do what they need to do. They connect with their true will. They express their genius. And the justifiable fear is that sometimes that's dangerous. Sometimes people are inspired to do dangerous, monstrous, scary things, and that Thelema includes the possibility of madness, and so people are scared of Thelema for the same reason they're scared of everything else. All these endless restrictions Crowley's talking about are what if something goes wrong? Something's gonna go wrong. Get over it.
Yeah.
But that's when anything anyone says about Thelema from a critical bent, all they're saying is I'm scared.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. Not just the idea of like censorship and the things he's talking about, but also just the herd in general. The whole idea of the herd is that it's safety.
Yeah.
As Nietzsche talked about. It's safety in the herd. And I mean, there's a necessity to the herd in a sense because it's this is society we're talking about here, but it's like the safety factor needs to be broken up. This is fundamental to society being able to survive.
I stumbled across something by just like a Facebook meme that was attributed to Simone de Beauvoir. And it does. I don't know if it's her, but it sounds like something she would say. That the oppressors would not be so powerful if they did not have so many allies among the oppressed. Mm-hmm. So people are not only afraid that of the freedom of other people, but they're afraid of what they would do if they had their own freedom. Mm-hmm. Simone de Beauvoir's criticism, part of Simone de Beauvoir's criticism, is that women are scared of feminism because they're so used to being decorations. Mm-hmm. It's nice to have a comfortable home and it's nice to have a husband who takes care of you, and if that means you can't vote, then that's too bad. But like taking care of myself when I've been infantilized my whole life is a scary prospect. Yeah. And so she's worried about people who are going to be anti-feminist just because they're scared of what liberty might look like. Mm-hmm. And I think Thelema faces the same problem.
Yeah, and taking a different slant on it, the idea of being in an abusive relationship, people, it's easy to say, well, why don't you get out of it? Mm-hmm. And it's a scary place to be in because you're afraid that trying to get out of it is going to be a greater threat. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, of course you would, but it's like that's a scary place to be in. I mean, when we're talking about the herd, generally we're thinking in terms of just the docility of the herd and the being placated, getting all your commodities, having like all these comforts and things, and just being lulled into a sort of stupefaction and being able to be happy with your lot in life. That's being in the herd. And it's seductive because it's safe. Darkly Splendid Abodes. Released at midnight on the first and third Fridays each month. And available on Spotify and various other streaming services.